So hello, everyone. The first time when I'm presenting as the first one, it's a huge pleasure to present our startup for such a great community. My name is Monika Kania, I'm CEO in Exchanger, a multi-broker comparison platform for international money exchange and money transfers.
6 minutes.
Okay. When you think about transferring money or exchanging currency, the first thing you take into control is currency exchange. It's the exchange rate. But when it comes to the transaction, it suddenly appears that the exchange rate is just a small part of the total transaction cost. Because the total transaction cost consists of exchange rates, of money operators' fees, on transfers fees, transactions fees, and all the hidden fees you just didn't see before. Who suffers the most? The most suffers the target group which makes the transfers most regular, which I mean the business customers, small and medium entrepreneurs who are importers, exporters, but also software houses and freelancers receiving payments in foreign currencies. How can we help? In Exchanger, we help to save on money transfers and currency exchange up to 25%. We save your time. You don't have to waste your time on Googling, searching, mailing, calling, and comparing each company separately. We believe in transparency. That's why we're comparing not just live exchange rates, but also the total cost of transaction. And first of all, money saving. By choosing the most reliable exchange providers with the best offers, you can save your time and money on each transaction. Let me introduce to you my two friends, Thomas, coming from Germany, who is an importer on British beer, and John, coming from Great Britain. Usually before Brexit, John was receiving payments in GBPs. But after Brexit, and in case that John is a huge fan of Donald Trump, he's decided to receive payments in US dollars. Very many money operators are transferring euros from Germany and then converting and delivering GBPs to United Kingdom. But not so many of them are transferring euros from Germany and converting in US dollars delivered to Great Britain. And when it comes to the transaction, if you are going after this painful process of registering by each money operator, it comes that you can't make the transaction because just few of the money operators are making such a transaction on your conditions. Thanks to cooperation with 30 international money operators, we can show you this kind of transactions in our exchange comparison tool. Our partners, money operators, are active in 127 countries and they are delivering 103 currencies. Our go-to-market strategy, we are aggregating 80% of the traffic thanks to our cooperation with white label partners. We have built a very scalable, very comfortable partnership program for white label partners, which make us possible to license our white label comparison tools for business customers, for e-commerce companies, travel management companies, but also accountancy services. The currency model we are currently working on will be also implementing in ERP systems. We take 25 to 35% commission on every transaction, and the market is huge. Just the smallest part of the market, peer-to-peer transaction, is valued on $0.5 trillion US yearly. And the part of the market we are mostly concentrated on small and medium entrepreneurs, it's even $5.5 trillion US yearly. Let me show you our growth timeline. We have launched our newest version of the service in year 2016 as a marketplace with 12,000 unique users monthly. We have built a very comfortable, scalable affiliates program, which enables our affiliates to implement widgets in the system with just a few lines of the code. We've started in September the first strategic partnerships with Bankier.pl, and last week we have just signed the next strategic partnerships with Onet.pl, giving us an access to Onet.pl, Forbes, and Business Insider customers. I've mentioned before a very painful process of registration in each system of money operators. We have got a great solution we are currently working on. We are working on API, which enables us to register each user in the system of money operators thanks to our API. So the user would be registered just in our system. And at the same time would be registered by our partners, money operators. Thanks to API, would be sending the user's data, and money operators would be resending to us the transactional data, so that we would be just redirecting the users to payment and not just to the money operators. Whole process of transaction in one system, in Exchanger. A completely new tool for small and medium entrepreneurs, which would enable to make the best transaction with many international money operators in one system, in one click. The next thing we are currently working on is API for online accountancy services. So imagine how easy it would be to pay for an invoice with one click with our currency exchange module. In January, we are starting getting live with our chatbot, which would be supporting our growth hacking strategy. We have also the plans for next year to enter new markets, Great Britain, where we are also incorporated, but also Ireland and Norway. At the end of the year 2017, we have got in plans to cooperate with banks on escrow account for our users in form of white label partnership. 2018 is a huge plan, next step to become payment initiation service provider, account information service provider regarding to the great directive PSD2. Yes, we do have competitors, but we are very well differentiated. First of all, we've built a great universal API for all the partners so that we are very scalable with our services. The next thing, we are comparing live exchange rates. That's not so common. When we compare both types of transaction, as well money transfer, as well comparison as well exchange for all needs. We've built a great program for upselling tools. We have a few partnerships with banks. Okay, our vision for the next 2 years is to become first place multi-broker currency platform in C, as well as service information provider and accountancy service provider. Thanks. So yeah, that's our great team.
Sorry, I thought I was sharp.
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay, Dragons, you have 4 minutes, please.
Hi, very nice presentation. So I have a question, like, I think you've started this business like some time ago already. It's not like 2016, right? I think we talked like 2 years ago about that.
We talked in November 2015. That's why I said we've started with the new version in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like since your start, could you give some more numbers to prove your concept? Like you've given the number of 12,000 unique users, but what's the GMV, monthly GMV, yeah?
Okay, so the number I've just said, it was from this year, from the new version of the product. As you've mentioned,
so it's cumulative, right?
No, it's since September this year. Total new version. We've just launched it on Exchanger.io. Previously, it was on Exchanger.pl. We've rebuilt the system completely with new UX, new tools, everything from scratch, let's say, and everything from scratch also from this point of partnerships with Bankier.pl, Onet, and for scalability. So by the previous version of the product, we have made about 4,000 transactions. We had in common 20,000 unique users until in this previous version.
And what was the average order value?
It depends on customers. I can tell you.
The average.
Yeah, for business customers, it's from 5,000 zloty until even from this newest data, 68,000 Polish zloty. In 90%, we've got private customers. 10% are business customers, but for the partnerships now with Bankier and with Onet, we are focused more on business customers where the volume transaction is much higher and the regularity of the transaction is higher.
What was the biggest monthly GMV you achieved ever? Like gross merchandise value?
In this amount of transaction?
Yeah, the value of transactions.
The highest value of transactions was 68,000 Polish zloty.
Okay.
For one transaction. Cumulative, we have the data. We've achieved today the data from our money partners. It's about 6 million Polish zloty, which were the total volume of the transfers from our customers.
Thank you.
Okay. So as I understand it, you're targeting small businesses.
Yeah.
So do you own the customer? Are you gathering the KYC data? Do you control and do you own that? Or are you simply passing them along to somebody else?
Okay, for now, for today, we are a marketplace. But the next tool we are working on from now, it's the thing I've mentioned, initiation of the payment in our system. So we have to be compliant to KYC and AML, and we are working now with money operators on making these rules live in our system. In March, we would be ready with the system enabling to initiate the payment with money operators. Now we are redirecting, but in March would be completely live with the new product, not redirecting, but aggregating the data from users. But to be honest, we are starting the cooperation, this first cooperation transactional API with UK-based money operators, because the Polish-based aren't ready for this kind of exchanging data. We have an agreement with money operator WorldFirst.com, who is able to provide us with the user's data and to open their API. So I would also add why SMEs? It's the most scalable group. The same problems we've got as companies in Poland transferring money to German partners, as UK-based companies transfer money to Spain. So that's most scalable and most regular transfers, and the highest volumes, of course.
You said that you have two kinds of transaction, exchange and transfer. Which part of transactions are the bigger part of your business?
Money transfers.
Transfers. And the second question is about the commission. You said you are taking 25% from the commission. Mm-hmm. And what is the level of the commission on the transaction, total transaction?
Okay. First of all,
15-second answer.
Sorry?
15-second
okay,
answer.
25 to 35% lifetime long, first thing. The second thing, it depends on the volume of transaction. If it's, let's say, a transaction on
1,000 euro.
Sorry.
1,000 euro.
It's about 1,000 euro. It's about 20 Polish zloty. It's all about scalability, right? That's why we're aggregating traffic from our affiliate partnerships, because we aren't paying for the traffic. Our customer acquisition cost is 0. And so our main goal is to build such partnerships not just in Poland, but also abroad, right?
And thank you. Thank you very much.